Do you want to learn how to make games in Unreal Engine but you don't know where to start? Have you been jumping between random YouTube tutorials and still feel stuck? I just released the Unreal Engine 5 Ultimate Beginners course where I teach you step by step through building 4 games from complete scratch. If you are completely new to Unreal Engine 5, this course was made for you. In this course, you will go from knowing nothing about Unreal Engine 5 to creating this zombie first-person shooter game that you see here. Every step of this process, from building the level, sculpting the landscape, creating the zombies blueprint, setting up the inputs, adding different weapons, will be shown in great detail. And all the games that we create in this course are optimized to run at over 100 FPS on the Steam Deck at native resolution, no upscalers, and the default graphics settings. Now, I have divided this course into 5 individual chapters. The first chapter, titled Getting Started, will teach you the absolute basics. We'll show you how to install Unreal Engine 5 and create a project, how to navigate and move objects in your 3D world, create materials, and import 3D models, how to download assets from the Fab library, and the blueprint basics. Once we've gone over the basics, we'll move on to chapter 2, where we will create this 2.5D Crossy Road game. In this chapter, we'll start by creating a blank project, setting up our character blueprint and movement inputs. We'll create and block out our level, add moving cars, set up the death and ragdoll, and import and animate a custom character. We'll even dive into creating widgets and user interface, and this simple game will just teach you the fundamentals about what it takes to create a game inside of Unreal Engine. And we'll use all of that knowledge as we move on to chapter 3, where we create a more advanced game, a obstacle course game. This obstacle course game features spinning windmills, swinging hammers, moving platforms, enemy AI, a shotgun weapon, speedrunning timer, player death and respawn mechanics, a kill counter, player death counter, and so much more. This game will teach us more about blueprints inside of Unreal Engine and how to create more different types of gameplay mechanics. And after we finish our obstacle game course, we'll move on to chapter 4, where we create a 3D puzzle platformer game. This 3D puzzle platformer game will feature a simple third-person character with platformer-like mechanics such as double jump and various coin pickups. Players must figure out how to use crates in the environments, placing them on pressure plates to unlock doors and solve puzzles throughout the level. Now, this platformer game will be a little bit more advanced than the other games that we've created, not in terms of gameplay mechanics, but how we actually set up the blueprints. As we will be showing you how to use blueprint interfaces, I'll be explaining clearly what are blueprint interfaces and how they are more efficient than using casting. And with all this knowledge, we'll move on to the final chapter, chapter 5, where we'll use everything we've learned up until this point to create this advanced zombie first-person shooter game. In chapter 5, we'll show you how to set up the first-person character blueprint from scratch, setting up all of the character animations and input, how to create our weapon blueprint masterclass, how to add and set up our weapon inventory and equip system. We'll show you how to add a pistol weapon and rifle, and how to swap between the different weapon types. We'll create a interactable masterclass that we'll use to create our weapon purchasing system, where you can purchase various weapons throughout the map. And we'll go over how to create weapon firing logic, doing the line traces. We'll add things like ammo and weapon reloading, and we'll cover over widgets, adding a widget for our weapon name, the stats, the ammo, and money. We'll add things like windows and barriers, where the player can repair and board up windows for money. And we'll create the zombie character by importing the custom character mesh, setting up the animations and the blueprint class. We'll show how to set up the waves-based zombie logic that spawns in zombies in different waves, and we'll add in the zombies attack barricade logic, vault barricade, and chase player mechanics. We'll add in zombie attack player logic, the player camera shake and blood overlay, zombie death and hit markers, and we'll even add this waves-based animated flipbook counter in the bottom left corner of our screen. Once we've created the main mechanics for our game, we'll move on to creating a bunker level from complete scratch. We'll start by creating a simple landscape, importing some free meshes and blocking out our bunker level. We'll add floors, ceilings, windows, corridors, rubble piles, and we'll even cover over sculpting and setting up a simple landscape. Once we have our basic level blocked out, we'll move on to lighting, and we'll light up our bunker level to give it that authentic zombie game look. Once we have the bunker level lit, we'll move on to adding a sections mechanic where we divide the map into 4 separate sections. Sections can be unlocked by the player, and it will dynamically update the zombie spawners and game mode logic in that section of the map. After that, we'll import and set up all the different weapon meshes, blueprints, data assets, and we'll show you how to effectively organize different types of weapons and items in your game using data assets. We'll add different types of weapons like pistols, shotguns, automatic rifles, and even add things like a space gun. We'll set up the pistol to be semi-automatic, we'll set up the shotgun burst logic, and we'll even make our space gun fire fire projectiles. We'll add things like aim down sights logic, and we'll even create a mystery box that the player can try their luck on to see if they get that special space gun unlocked. We'll add things like hitboxes to our zombie that deal different damage and money depending on if you land a headshot or body shot. We'll implement things like waves-based difficulty increase, where the zombies start off slow in the first couple of waves, but then they gradually increase to running, attacking faster, and dealing more damage. We'll add different hit surface particle effects, footstep and sound effects, environment ambient sounds, zombie attack sounds, interact sounds, and hit effects. And finally, we'll add things like the player death screen, and we'll wrap things up by optimizing our game. We'll optimize our game by instancing meshes, reducing draw calls, reducing texture sizes, baking LODs, baking light maps, merging actors, simplifying actors, reducing poly counts, and so much more. And all of our efforts will be rewarded, as we'll be able to run the game at over 100 FPS on the Steam Deck at native resolution with no upscalers and default graphics settings. And in fact, all the games that we create in this course are optimized and have been tested to run at over 100 plus FPS on the Steam Deck. So if you want to learn how to create these 4 games completely from scratch, whether you're a total beginner or already have some experience with Unreal Engine, you'll be able to pick up valuable new skills and build real projects along the way. So click the link below and enroll today in the Unreal Engine 5 Ultimate Beginners course to start creating your own games today.